So, yes, three mistakes to avoid before preparing for your SIWES defense. This video is based on my SIWES defense, and it's basically not to scare you, but like to help you know some of the things and also help you to prepare properly. The number one mistake is shallow preparation. During my SIWES defense, it was a 2 day event. The first day was the supervisor were they were kind. So, but unfortunately, the next batch, which I was part, was the next day, and this time it was our HOD. Actually, there was no time. Unlike the normal way of defending that we all know, whereby you come and stand and the rest of it. This time around, we just like immediately you're arriving, you are getting a direct question. Our lecturers, they already know like lots of things about like the place you went to do your assignments and all of that. So that's when I now like understood that it wasn't like trying to understand your daily memorization, but more of like how you understand what you did in your place of Cyrus. So like the normal way whereby you kind of recite, this time around it was more of testing um our understanding, like, and just like go through these aspects, like one have to know why each step was important, like maybe when you are defending, knowing why each step that is in your slide is important, and like what would happen if that step, like something changes in it, and also like trying to understand the overall results of maybe whatsoever you are trying to present. Just ensuring that you don't just do normal memorization, but you understand to the core. So the number two mistake is turning defense into turning the defense into a lecture. So yes, I was even almost like part of this. I was like, okay, I didn't even know at that time which, like, if I was supposed to like come and I was trying to, should I say, come and teach. So it's I then discovered that it was more of the procedure, what you did in that place, and not like, okay, let's assume you're coming to talk about how they planted banana in your place of service. You're not coming there to like teach what is banana, the application of banana, the consequences of all those kind of things. So that is more of like the theory aspect. So they have taught us more of the theory in school. So the major thing they want to grab during the defense is the procedures that was taken, and like maybe the things that happened there, the results you observed, and like the consequences of something when another thing was done, this kind of thing. So avoid like those theory aspects and like definite things like differences, application, and it will kind of bore your supervisors. They'll be like, okay, go to the next slide and stuff like that. The third mistake is the use of wrong language. So your defense should not be like more of a casual language of things like I then did this, then we then did this. And that was one of the things that my supervisor in my place of Cyrus told me while I was preparing for my defense. So I thought it was only me initially, but then I discovered that like when others were like when she was like trying to tell others to on preparation aspects, I discovered that it was like normal thing. Everybody was like saying that thing, okay, and then you do this or then we did this. So avoid such language. You can use alternative words like then this was done, this was conducted, or the sample was prepared, and those kind of phrases. Avoid using things like okay, I or you or we and they and stuffs like that, because of like when you are using such words, That are you we it sounds like it's weakening the sentence and like it's sounding informal in that formal setting of defense. So those are the three mistakes to avoid before your Cyrus defense. And in summary, number one is avoid shallow preparation. Number two is avoid turning your defense into a lecture. And number three is avoid wrong language so as not to sound informal. So, yes, that's basically it. And in everything, it's not about perfection. You're not coming there to be the best and all of that. You're coming there to show that you really understand and like speak with clarity. And yes, don't when you're preparing, don't prepare with nervousness or with the mind of okay, what of if this happen? Just ensure you prepare calmly and just let God take control. If you are interested in student focused content such as SIWES, how to like I'm currently preparing to write my project and it's just school in general. So you are then invited to join the family. So yes, that's all for this video and see you next time.